And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Club Léon versus Tauro FC in the round of 16, leg 2 of the 2023 Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League. En la octavos de final partido volta de la Liga de Campeones de la Concacaf de Scotiabank 2023, Léon contra Tauro. 1-0 on aggregate for Léon with the away goal, 1-0 global. But that's where we are right now. One of the last two matches this round of 16, the final match day, two matches. A Mexican team versus a Central American side in both cases. Mexican team, of course, at home. The favorite, slight lead for Léon. Pachuca drawing, of course. With that being said, both teams should be going through, but we'll find out. It's 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, of course, for Léon. For Pachuca Motagua, we'll find out pretty soon after who goes through. How we doing, Rory? How we doing? Finish out the quarterfinalists. The 8 teams left in this tournament, of course, right now. You have 3 MLS teams, 2 of those being U.S., 1 of those being Canadian, 2 Mexican teams as it stands, and a Haitian team in this tournament still, the quarterfinals. Of course, Léon leading their tie, so that should make it 3 Mexican teams. And Pachuca, well, they should win theirs as well, but right now there's no obvious favorite or obvious team leading right now. The Pachuca Motagua tie before that gets played. So, as it stands, there should be 3 Mexican teams, and we're not completely sure how to characterize Pachuca Motagua. Too close to call. Let's use some election night terminology. Too close to call. With that being said, though, the Haitian part was the weird part. How we doing, Mile High? With that being said, starting 11s are as follows for Léon. The home side, Rodolfo Cota in goal, the captain. Back 5 of Ivan Moreno, Jain Barrero, Jesus Angulo, Adonis Frias, and Osvaldo Rodriguez. The 10, or the number 6, Lucas Romero. Midfield, attacking 3, Elias Hernandez, Joel Campbell, Alfonso Alvarado, and Brian Rubio, the striker. And for Tauro, the Panamanian team under Francisco Perlo, who has some Concacaf experience on winning ties, of course, against big teams. Eric Hughes in goal, the back 4. Luis Asprilla, Jean Vargas, Gerardo Negrete, Francisco Vence. Midfield 3, Miguel Camargo, Irving Gudinho, and Rolando Botello. Attacking 3, front 3, Victor Medina, Brady Galuz, and Carlos Hernandez. And, of course, as well, you have Omar Brownie on the bench as well of Independiente and Forge fame. He could play in this game. I'm planning on it. I just don't know exactly when. But I do like the green Mexican jersey with a new logo. But just because it has the new logo, I probably should get it. But I like it anyway. So, at some point, yes. Before they stop using it. Then I don't have to wear this one all the time. But those two are pretty good, the green one and this one. So, but I probably should just because of the new logo. But it's good anyway. Thoughts on Arsenal being eliminated from the Europa League? It's on penalties. I mean, Sporting Clube de Portugal played a very good tie. They're a good team. They held Arsenal to a draw over 2 legs. And through extra time, got it to penalties, and they believed in themselves more. Things went Sporting's way more than it did Arsenal's. I don't think it really tells you anything about what level Arsenal's at. I think they sort of consciously made the decision to forsake Europa League for a title charge. Because, I mean, they are first in the Premier League, and that means you don't have any midweek games left because they don't have FA Cup. Carabao Cup is over, of course, even if they were further in it. And Europa League, I think it's probably smart if you're Arsenal to forego it for a title charge. But there you go. With that being said, here we go. Champions League matches. Champions League on TV. Make sure we're right on time. And now they're talking about Austin Violette. Ooh. Oof. They're also talking about Orlando Tigres. Probably a bad thing you put all these games on FS2, and the 2 games FS1 get are 2 Mexican teams. Huh. I don't get it. I think they're talking about every tie, though, with the Atlas part of it. No? Wait, no. Atlas wasn't 5-4 on aggregate. Pachuca or Tigres? Pachuca's better. Hold on. Holy shit, it was 5-4 on aggregate. Well, there you go. Estadio León, El Glorioso. Léon versus Tauro. Violette's going to fall short against León. They should. If Violette beats Léon, as I said, Léon should be deleted from ever playing Champions League ever again. That's just the facts. 10 days ago. No. 8. Leon's too tough. They should beat. Léon is getting a free pass to the the semifinals here. If they finish off Tauro, which they should finish off Violette. They should get a free pass. They're basically getting a free pass in the semifinals. What they do from there is their business. It's finally going their way after all the punishment they've taken. Who knows? Maybe that means they're going to win and get to the final. They're going to beat Tigres or Pachuca and go to the final. And then end up playing an MLS team and somehow beating them. For León, starting 11, Rodolfo Cota, Ivan Moreno, Elias Hernandez, Joel Campbell, Brian Rubio, Alfonso Alvarado, Jaime Barrero, Adonis Frias, Osvaldo Rodriguez, Jesus Angulo, Lucas Romero, Tauro Eric Hughes, Luis Esprilla, Irving Gudinho, Victor Medina, Miguel Camargo, Gerardo Negrete, Carlos Hernandez, Rolando Botello, Brady Galuz, Francisco Vence, and Jean Vargas. Why'd they do it by number order? Jesus, I hate that. Larcamon's a good coach. I agree. He's better than Holland. I think things are getting better for Léon. Holland honestly was a negative crap coach. Ambriz was great in the league. I don't know why they sucked in Champions League with him. That's sometimes it just doesn't go your way. But overall, yeah, Holland was a crap coach. But I think Larcamon, I think he is that guy. Just got home from the Arsenal game. You're fuming. I don't blame you. You can tell the Sporting Club de Portugal prepared and planned well to face Arsenal. They weren't scared of the Premier League leaders. Historically, Arsenal's a club that focuses more on domestic success. I would agree with that. Yeah, exactly. Sporting Club de Portugal wants something they can earn and lord over their domestic rivals. And yeah, I would agree that any team should want their continental title. Like, that should mean more, especially if you've seen your team get close and blow it or just not get it. Like, they've got close, but close doesn't cut it, aka Toronto 2018. That's why I want CCL so much. Even now that we won't be the first MLS team, we could be the first Canadian team, most likely. Yeah, Vancouver's still getting beat by LAFC. But with that being said, I still want it more than anything. If you told me they could win 5 MLS Cups or 1 Champions League in the next 5 years, I'd choose the Champions League, and 5 years is wooden spoon. I mean, that's not how it works, but, you know, more like, okay, 5 playoff bottle jobs and 1 Champions League, I'd choose the Champions League, and 5 heartbreaking playoff exits. That's what I'd choose. And I wouldn't regret it. Especially now. But that's just the way I see it personally. Gold Cup from June 24th to July 16th. That should be some good times. And oh, by the way, Qatar's back once again in the 2023 Gold Cup. Yay. Match about to kick off here down in Léon, Guanajuato, Mexico. Guanajuato. Sounds about more right, yeah. Here you go. Here we go, Isaiah. You're going to Champions League. You're the, I wouldn't say the best team in the USA, but you won a trophy. Sube el partido. Saludos. I would hope not. I would hope not. US, Canada, Mexico are probably going to spank Qatar. I agree. Let's see if Quiros has them doing any better. 20 seconds in. Teams have kicked off. Léon in the green, Tauro in the white and black zebra stripes. That is pretty cool. Oh, no, it actually is more black jersey. It actually has some white checkerboard pattern. The zebra stripes is their home kit. Oh, so they've stopped wearing that stupid purple away kit. Okay, cool. That was bad. Remember Concacaf League where they were wearing that purple away kit? That sucked. "60 seconds in, a minute in." I remember watching Tauro play while I was in Mississippi. They were wearing the purple kit. I think they were playing Sporting San Miguelito. I think that's what it was. And they were wearing that purple kit. I'm like, sure about that? Yeah, it is a nice day. No, not a new Gold Cup format. Not this year. I think 2025, that's the new format where there's 2 Asian, 2 CONMEBOL, like a mini World Cup tournament. That's 2025 where they bring all the invited guests over. This is the same format. 25 is when they do the mini format. Headed away and cleared. Léon scores is pretty much over. Tauro needs to win 1-0 to send this to penalties. 2-0 or more to win outright. But it has to be a clean sheet or they win by 2. 3-1 would put them through. 2-0 would put them through. Of course, Léon has the away goal, so if it's 2-1 on the night for Tauro, Léon would still go through on away goals. Three minutes in. Let's just remember that. Oh, good pass forward. Cota getting pressed heavily by Tauro. They need that. Why? Cross in. Léon playing around with the ball at the back, and it's still kind of not going their way. Foul, free kick for Léon. Yeah, seems about right to me. Oh. Three minutes in. 0-0. 0-0 esta noche on the night. 1-0 on aggregate. 1-0 global para Léon. Plays forward. Oh! They got it to the striker. That may have just ended up being a really good pass. That looked good until it didn't go the right way. Not bad. But, I still thought that looked pretty good. Jeez. Plays forward. Foul. Free kick. Léon. 4 minutes in. Oh. Yeah, I could see why. He was all over him. Negrete was all over him. Yeah, I could see why. Yeah, that's a foul. Easy. Plays forward. Oh, what a great switch of play there. Cross in. Cleared. That final ball was lacking there. The striker. FS1 has JP and Kobe on the call. I would agree with it. That's a good one. That's a good one there. Yeah. Sadly enough, they still are out. But yeah, in both legs, honestly. Yes, I saw it, and I like it. It's a good roster. There's some new faces. There's a lot of experienced players on that roster too, but there's some new faces that haven't been to Canada camp. But it's a Nations League camp. I'm sure they'll play against Curacao. That's probably the safer option. I like the roster. The only one I haven't seen is Mexico's. US's roster is pretty good. And speaking of USA, I found out that I will be able to do the Continental Classico, USA versus Mexico. Nothing's on the 21st of April, so I'll be able to do that. Because it was 21st of April. So I'll be able to do the Continental Classico. I know it's probably going to be mostly MLS players and Liga MX players, but guess what? It's still going to get eyes. It's US Mexico. I mean, come on. Yeah, I would agree with that. Euro 2024 qualifiers are soon, as Nations League is. And I will be covering Italy versus England and maybe Italy versus Malta, depending on how that Italy-England video goes. Santi Jimenez is better than Holland. What the hell? You say? Cross in, header. I'll go USA. I mean, I did root for USA during the Nations League in 21 and Gold Cup, so yeah, we'll go with it. That depends when that one's happening and if there's anything else that's going on that day. I mean, it'll be earlier in the day anyway, but we'll figure that one out when it comes around. We'll see if what the reverse fixture looks like in qualifying as well. We'll see. Good for y'all. 8 minutes in. Italy's going to win. I mean, let's remember the last time Italy played England, or like the last 3. All Italy. So, nice. Stroganoff, that's the best one. I'm not guessing. I'm just saying the Stroganoff of Hamburger Helper is the best one. What? That's diluted. Who's the GOAT? All sports? If in all sports, Tom Brady. In association football, damn it. I have to Messi. Messi's the GOAT. Hate to say it, but it's true. The World Cup proves Messi's the GOAT. Cristiano lost the war. Messi's the GOAT. Big Shell Hamburger Helper. Changing qualifiers, 4 teams of a group and 5 soon, too. Carne asada burrito right now. That actually sounds pretty good. I actually have like small tortillas, like small circle tortillas in the kitchen. Part of me, maybe I'll do some with that later. Small quesadillas. Most likely. Well, no. Could do that. Those are like those small street tacos. I guess I'm going to die then. Because there ain't no way I would be able to stop Messi in a 1v1 situation. That ain't my bag. Pick out my suit and pick out my casket. That's all I'm going to say. When it comes to that, yeah. Messi would probably embarrass. Like, the last thing I'm going to know is Messi embarrassing me. So. No, Pachuca should win. Good for you. Ground chicken, real good. Yeah. I had spaghetti with ground chicken in the Sugo a couple of days ago. That was actually pretty good. It was like, what, Monday, I think? Yeah, it was actually pretty good. I saw on today on ESPN out of nowhere, it said Thierry Henry rejected the offer to coach the women's French national team, which means he'll more likely coach the USMNT. He ain't coaching the USMNT. Seriously, he had the choice between France and the USMNT. I don't know if that's the best idea, letting Thierry Henry coach the USMNT. I mean, he wasn't horrible with Montreal, but again, the problem is these players are not on Thierry Henry's level, even on the USMNT. But then again, I'd like to see another mic'd up video of Thierry Henry coaching the players like he did in Montreal. That was pretty cool. My new, nice, like new profile picture, nice. UEFA, they're always irrelevant. They've been irrelevant for 2 seasons. Henry's better than Mbappe, I would agree. Who would you debate? Who would you challenge in a debate on a topic you're choosing? Hassan Piker or Ben Shapiro? You know, this might be punching rightward. Ben Shapiro. I think Ben's a joke. All he could do is talk fast. So, yeah. Libertarian versus neocon. Ben Shapiro, neocon versus libertarian. Yeah. I actually respect Hassan at debating. I think Hassan is a good debater. I think it would actually be an interesting debate, but if I'm being honest, I'd like to serve Ben Shapiro some L's. That's my thought. Rocky kind of likes the possibility, but I don't know. Of Thierry Henry. Anyone who hates on Ben Shapiro has a low level of intelligence. Huh? I'm just saying. The dude is a fast talker. That's what he is. And he's a neocon. Like, yeah, at least cool, but Ben Shapiro's a hack. You could beat him easy. Hassan would tear somebody apart. I would agree with that. Fourteenth minute, 0-0. Panama. Panama has had some good results in Champions League before. Agreed. Like, to me personally, like, Ben Shapiro thinks he's Steven Crowder. Or he thinks he's Jordan Peterson, Steven Crowder, and Joe Rogan put together. He's not. He's not. I don't know why I brought Joe Rogan into it, but I don't know. Honestly, don't know why I brought Crowder into it either. Shot from Léon. Pointed. Yeah, I think the Jordan Peterson part is good by itself, tell you the truth. Sixteenth minute. 0-0, 0-0. I'm not going to fight you. Nice. It's pretty boring. I'm not going to lie. Tauro can't find a forward pass, and Léon is just sitting there, fine with the away goal. It's legitimately boring. To the point where nil-nil. Settle. Yeah, that's a good idea. Besides, well, I mean, the New Day kid is pretty cool. Didn't you say you already got that, though? Léon always underperforms. I agree. Experiences and wardrobe essentials. I think that's pretty smart. Just wait for the things to go on sale. I'm sure they'll go on sale at some point. They'll still have a year left on them. Some of the better ones, I should say. And of course, MLS still does have some throwbacks on MLS store for certain clubs. Off the post! And they'll go over the bar. The first big chance of the game. Saludo desde Monterrey. That was a plan. Fair enough. Sometimes it's better. I'm not saying you should. But sometimes it's a good deal. Compared to an almost $200 kit when they used to be like $130. It's that damn Apple logo, isn't it? I didn't wait for the Bernardeschi kit to go on sale. I bought it the first day it was on freaking MLS store. So I'm not saying you should. But 18th minute. Even if you are rich, sometimes you want to be. Even if you are, sometimes you want to be frugal anyway. I mean, look at Warren Buffett. I mean, that's playing pretty good. Side netting, that's going to go out. 19th minute goal kick. ¿Crees que el equipo de tu país pueda ser campeón? De la campeón de Concacaf. Pachuca. That's what you should do. What's your favorite fruit? Apple. Apples. 20th minute. Apples are my favorite fruit. Big up, Ozon. How we doing? What's up, Ryan? My bracket's done, but I've been enjoying the games. My bracket's probably done, and I honestly don't give a shit about March Madness because Mississippi State didn't make it further than the first 4. I could care less. Now, the women's March Madness, I do care because State made it further than the first 4. Men, on the other hand, I could care less. I'm not going. My time, there's a lot of stuff going on in March, and, well, I'm not going to waste it watching March Madness, and my team isn't in it. Besides the first 4. Because I don't give a shit about Cal. I don't give a shit about Kentucky. I don't give a shit about UCLA. I don't give a shit about anything but Mississippi State. Maybe I'll watch the final. But other than that, Arizona's out. I saw that. Duke is born, going to be here a little. It's a damn good jersey. I need to look at the bracket again, but I think it can. I think it could be Elite 8, if I'm not mistaken. I'd like to see it. Super League's still happening. They're going to try to change it to be more open, but possible. Yo le voy a Rados y no quiero que gane Pachuca porque así tendría 7 títulos internacionales y Rayados se quedaría con 6. I mean, Rayados. Monterrey's not in this tournament. Maybe they could win League's Cup, though. I wouldn't be shocked. Because Rayados somehow always have a golden horseshoe stuck up their ass. Exactly. Mississippi State didn't beat Pitt. What's the point of forcing myself to watch? Exactly. I still did a bracket, but good for them. Maybe in the early next week, yeah. Tuesday, maybe. If I do, it'll probably be next Tuesday, which probably, I guess it still would be timely because the Nations League still hadn't started yet until that weekend. So maybe. It's not a sure thing, but I may. Numbers look good, so. UNC rejected the NIT. I don't think Isaiah would have watched the NIT. That's the one difference. See, I watched Mississippi State play in the NIT for 3 years, or 18, 21, and 22. See, I cared more about the NIT than March Madness due to Mississippi State being in the NIT. So, there you go. AC Milan will never win a Champions League. That team is dead. Jobber team with Jobber Zlatan. They're in the quarterfinals right now. 24th minute. 0-0, 0-0. This game is boring, though. Madrid, European champions, and Pachuca, Concacaf. I could see it. I'd say Chelsea and Pachuca, but 24 euros. There's bound to be one or two, but the problem is when they come back to TFC, the injuries are going to be botched because, the returns are going to be botched once they come back. I just hope. Did Mark Anthony Kaye get called up? I just hope it's not Oso or Richie. That's my point. That's what I should say. I just hope it's not Richie or Oso. Romero's on the bench anyway. If Mark gets hurt for Canada, I mean, Cervania should be starting anyway, so for TFC. So, I don't think it's that bad. If I'm just looking at it from a objective point of view. I don't want to see it happen. But if it's to be somebody, I don't want it to be Oso or Richie. Or Io. But it's probably less of a problem if it's Io than Richie or Oso. That's the point I'm trying to make here. If it's Richie or Oso, we're screwed. If they get hurt. That's the facts. If they get hurt, we're screwed. And we're pretty much already screwed. So. Goal for Léon. And here they are. Boom. Easy. Goal, goal, goal. Yeah, that'll do it. That was Rubio, their new striker. Brian Rubio puts it in. Tauro had nothing, not even able to stop that from happening. 1-0, uno, a cero, 2-0 global. Léon did it. That'll probably do it. Yeah. Madrid repeats as European champions. As far as North America, I'm saying Pachuca. And Leagues Cup, you say Columbus, but it's wide open. I could see Columbus making a good Leagues Cup run. I wouldn't be shocked. Oh, wait. If they get out of the group, I should say. Because I think it's St. Louis and America that gets out of the group. St. Louis is for real. I'm saying it now and I'm saying it again. St. Louis City is for real. They are for real. They're going to somehow finish top 5 in the West this year. They're that good. And I thought they'd just be a wild card team, but no, St. Louis is that good. They're that good. Tomas Romero got called up for El Salvador. Yes. I hope he plays well for El Salvador. I'll be paying some attention to that. He's our guy. Can we just turn the game off and do Q&A? We're pretty much doing Q&A anyway because this game's boring. I hope the next game is better, but I'll update the scores, and I'm sort of watching, but, this game's boring. Leon's doing just enough. Sometimes he's go off the rails anyway, but this is a better one to do it for than others. 28th minute. Is Tauro going to score? Goal! Offside, damn it. Offside, Tauro. Damn. I don't know about that. Now, I don't know about that. No, I think he was on. I need to see the replay of that. That was a banger. Shit. Mississippi State faced Creighton against Greenville 1. That's Greenville, South Carolina, my friend. I think you got to look at that. That was a... No replay. All right. Good for him. I would agree. Lasagna as well, too. And it's offside. It is offside. I think they got a little bit job there. CONCACAF needs to do away with the away goals. They got rid of them everywhere else, and it's completely stupid and not needed. I mean, I think the away goals. I don't think UEFA should have got away with them or rid of them, not away, rid of them. I don't think UEFA should have got rid of the away goals. I think they should have kept them. Unless you just want every tie that's 2-2 on aggregate to go to penalties. Maybe for drama's sake, it's better. But by the way, CONCACAF doesn't play extra time in Champions League or CONCACAF League or Central American Cup or whatever ties until the final. So you have to have away goals unless you want to go straight to penalties for every 1 out of 4 ties, so to speak. I think they do it for a reason in CONCACAF. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, me too. Hamburger helper is good. Stroganoff's the best. I said it before. Lasagna is underrated. I agree. Yeah, because, well, you got screwed by away goals. Of course you're going to feel that way. You'll calm down in a bit. You'll see the forest for the trees in a little bit, but for now, of course, you're pissed. NC, I think he's talking about Canadian college. I think. Even though we got Final Four, they're on the same side, like left side or right side of the bracket. I thought. Or National Christian. Christian. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So, like, yeah. My bad. I was like, nah, that's not right. When I said, I think he's talking about Canada. I'm like, no, that's not right. But Christian college makes sense. I agree with that. Put some meat in there, too. But the more cheese, the better. Mascara's damn good. I agree with that. But speaking of no clear team, might as well become a Mississippi State fan. It's fun. Trust me, it's fun. And if you don't want to look like a bandwagoner, I mean, Mississippi State, you sure as hell ain't going to look like a bandwagoner unless they just start winning a lot of things, which they won't. But if you love roller coasters and you're a TFC fan, so I'm certain you do, Mississippi State's the team for you. And no, it's just ironic. If I wasn't born in the state of Mississippi, Mississippi State and TFC wouldn't be my 2 favorite teams. Because nobody outside of Mississippi picks Mississippi State. They'd rather pick Bama or Ohio State. But, it's ironic because they're both roller coasters. And they both make me want to pull my hair out. It worked perfectly, mind you. It worked perfectly. Sounds like a deal for Mississippi State. Go with it. Let's go. Hail State. You'll enjoy it. UNC. I mean, they did have Michael Jordan once. For me, when it comes to North Carolina, it's Duke. So. I mean, I do have somewhat of a soft spot for Duke. Lawrence, Kansas. Rock chalk. 34th minute. Rock chalk. Like, my luck, I get people to root for State, then they just start winning everything, just winning a lot. I mean, they have the potential. It's just that they never meet it. They always break your heart. You can believe they're going to do some good, and then they end up losing in week 4 to fucking LSU. And basically ruin your chances. Because of some stupid ass play, and they drop a freaking punt right in the 20-yard line where the offense, where the LSU could just punch it in for a touchdown. You fall apart from there. I'm still mad. No, I'm still mad. It was actually, now it was week 4. I'm still mad, yes. How'd you know? You lose to a bum-ass quarterback who can't do nothing but run. And Jaden Daniels. When you were dominating the game for 3 quarters. That's idiot. That's a bad take because I get the Edwin Diaz injury. But it wasn't because of how he was playing. It was because of the celebration. Now, no, you wouldn't celebrate like that in a spring training game. You're playing for your country. But no, the World Baseball Classic needs to be built, not canceled or stopped. They need to build the World Baseball Classic into the Baseball World Cup. Now, should it be played in March? No, probably not. Should it be played after the World Series? That's probably the move. Or you replace the All-Star game with it every 4 years. Take a 2-week break. Does that put the World Series in the middle of November? Maybe. Doesn't matter. Houston's going to be there every year anyway. Or hell, do what you did in 2020 and play it in Arlington if you're that worried about it being in the middle of November. Do what you have to do. But no, don't get rid of the World Baseball Classic. That's a stupid take. 2s. Well, be more like the second half. 30, 40, 60, 30, 60, 90. Be more like 1/3, actually. And technically, if you're going by 2 legs, it would be the 3rd quarter. No, the one who's playing for LSU. Wait, did he play for Jackson State? Hold on. He played for Jackson State. No way. Hold on. No, he played for Arizona State. Then LSU. That's the Jaden Daniels I'm talking about. And no, he's still a bum-ass quarterback. But LSU won the division. Don't remind me. How did Brian Kelly? No, they'll find a way to choke once again to the Atlanta Braves. I just realized since Edwin Diaz got hurt and he's out for 8 months, the Braves are going to win the NL East once again. Yeah, the Dodgers will somehow lose to the Braves again. The Dodgers can only win in a 60-game season. When it's 162, they find a way to lose. I heard about it when he pushed the wheelchair down the stairs. Yeah, I heard about it. Just, that's horrible. That's just bad that somebody would do that. So there's a different Jaden Daniels who played for Jackson State. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, I would agree with that. 40th minute. San Antonio had some pretty good signings over the preseason, like Nico Hansen from Minnesota United. That sounds pretty good. January 20th. Weren't you here on my birthday stream? I could have sworn you were. Maybe I'm misremembering. I could have sworn you were here. '40th minute. The World Baseball Classic should be continued. You were here. Did it like at what? 10:30 on January 19th into like 12:30 on the 20th. Feel like I'm in a simulation. So I knew you were here. Rory was here. Graham was here for a while, I think. What a save there by Tauro, 41st minute. '42nd minute. Headed away, and that'll be a goal kick. Jeez, this is a boring game. Well, that's a really belated almost 2 months, but okay. Thank you. You mean Dion? You mean Deion Sanders' son? And he's not even Jackson State's quarterback anymore. You mean Shedeur Sanders of Colorado? Yeah, fair enough. That's going to be played back for a goal kick. I don't think I've ever. '44th minute. Waiting for the first half to end because this is just. I hope Pachuca Motagua is better. I think this game is over. I hope Pachuca Motagua is better. He used to play for Jackson. Exactly. There we go. Now he plays for Colorado. Because they're probably helping. They're all either with their girls buying makeup for. They're either buying makeup for their girls or they're with their girls buying makeup. I'm not disagreeing. They probably don't want to be there, but they're there. I don't think I've ever seen a standalone Sephora store, though. I've only seen like Outpost and Kohl's. Exactly. Again, happy birthday to your grandma and those two other Timbers players who had it at the same time. How much stoppage time? We had 4 to 5 minutes. Nice. Little bro tried out for middle school soccer. I've entered my Jose Mourinho arc. Actually, that's cool. That's cool. When I was reading Italy versus North Macedonia, people were saying Euro champions should automatically qualify. That sounds like crying. They're right, though. The Euro champions should automatically qualify for the World Cup. They're right. Because the Euro champions are the best team in Europe. It makes sense. Then again, the USA won the Gold Cup the year they screwed it all up in Trinidad. I didn't hear nobody saying Gold Cup champions should automatically qualify. So, yeah, maybe I am crying. Maybe it is crying. Maybe it is cope. I don't know. Maybe it is cope. Most of them suck. Teen Titans Go. If you don't look at it for being a Teen Titans show and just a stupid comedy show, it's acceptable. Powerpuff Girls reboot kind of sucked. Shot, goal, 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 Leon. Elias Hernandez, 2-0. 3-0 global. Yeah, that'll do it. Right before the half. Idiot. That's done. Yeah. Ben 10 reboot sucks. They had a reboot. They rebooted Ben 10. Huh? Yeah, 48th minute would be it. Yeah. 2029, yeah, the 2030 World Cup. Honestly, I was just cope with Italy, so honestly, no. But they should already be qualified through other means. Like, they shouldn't screw it up. The USA. So, yeah, I just said it probably is cope. But it's halftime. 2-0. 2-0 at the half. 3-0 global. The next 45 minutes really don't matter. How we doing, KP? The remakes suck ass. Luckily, the new Mario movie isn't a remake. Remakes just suck ass in general. Like, why do we do them? They make no sense. Like, Disney's killing Star Wars. Like, nobody asked for a third trilogy. Yeah, I saw that was a great goal. Nobody asked for a third trilogy. All the Disney Star Wars movies suck. I didn't want to see Han Solo in his 70s. Harrison Ford's still a great actor. Don't get me wrong. Hell, I don't want to see Indiana Jones in his 70s. Harrison Ford's a great actor, but a 70-year-old Han Solo? What are we doing? Like, it just feels like how you do, fellow kids. What are you doing? Like, yeah, I like Star Wars. But the first two, like I'll only watch the first two trilogies. The Disney movies suck. No. I like Harrison Ford. He's still a great actor. I'm a Paramount guy anyway, so I'm not trying Disney Plus. I already got ESPN Plus. I got Hulu. I'm good with it. I'm a Paramount guy. I'd rather see the mountain and the stars. J.J. Abrams screwing shit up, but honestly, it's Disney's fault for letting it happen. I agree. Fair enough, but I'm just saying. There's a lot more problems with those Star Wars movies, but there it is. There it is. They own Nickelodeon. That's enough reason why. Besides, they have a better logo anyway. They have all the shows I loved growing up. So, Figure It Out, Guts, Arcade, Legends of the Hidden Temple, Drake and Josh, iCarly, Thundermans, Big Time Rush, all that. So on and so forth. Get the picture. Double Dare 2000, Finders Keepers. You want me to go on? Brothers Garcia, Taina, Amanda Show, Ned's Declassified, Rugrats, SpongeBob, Hey Arnold, Wild Thornberries, As Told by Ginger. What else do you want me to say? Let's see. Clarissa Explains It All. Did I say Figure It Out already? Figure It Out. Let's see. What else do we got? Jimmy Neutron. Fairly Odd Parents. Keenan and Kel. Romeo. I said Hey Arnold. All Grown Up, but that's Rugrats too. It's just older, but still, yeah, All Grown Up. Cat Dog, yep. All of them. Kappa Mikey. Don't forget about Kappa Mikey. Making Fiends. That was Nicktoons Network, but it still counts. Making Fiends was great. Kinda got screwed over. Barnyard. Tack and the Power of Juju. Rocco's Modern Life. I think I've said them all, haven't I? Ah, Real Monsters, yes. Say Victorious. I said iCarly. Victorious. Sam and Cat. Said Cat Dog. El Tigre. Ren and Stimpy. Yeah. All of them. They had Speed Racer on Nicktoons Network, but that's H2O, Just Add Water, The Mermaids, Big Time Rush, Avatar, Legend of Korra. That's CBS, but I do like Criminal Minds. Star Trek guy, yeah, that's Paramount too. Yeah. Invader Zim. That sucked. No. Naked Brothers Band sucked. Funnily enough, I think one of them is on a show on Amazon Prime Video right now. Danny Phantom. Yeah. There's so many. You know what? Damn it, I'm going to say it. Fanboy and Chum Chum. Fanboy and Chum Chum was a great show. I may have just had a bad take. Zoe 101, yeah. Fanboy and Chum Chum. Let's see how that one. No. Yeah, let's take a short. After all that, let's take a short break. Doug. Well, that was also a Disney show for a while. Doug, we'll sit tight. I'll be back in a short, and we'll talk about the stats at the half. That's the half. Yeah, Sanjay and Craig was okay. But oh yeah, Drew Jackson. Yeah, that was a good show too. 5 fouls to 10, 58% possession to 42% possession, 0 offside to 2, 4 corners to 0, 161 correct passes to 64, 30 incorrect passes to 48 or 42, 191 passes to 126, 84% pass accuracy to 67. Cards, on the other hand, we got 1 yellow to 2, no reds on either side. Léon winning 2-0. 2-0. 3-0 global, 3-0 on aggregate. Honestly, Léon done enough. They scored 2 goals. Tauro's doing nothing. They're just sitting there. Honestly, there's nothing to really say, but the fact is Léon scored 2 goals. They've pretty much wrapped this all up. Tauro, they ain't done nothing. Léon's barely done anything too, but at least they scored 2 goals. Tie's pretty much over at this point. Hopefully, Pachuca Motagua was better, but right now, this isn't even a good appetizer to hopefully a great main event. This is just a joke of a curtain jerker. Léon will end up playing Violette the quarterfinals. Man, I feel for Violette. I would honestly be surprised. Second half's about to start. We'll just keep waffling on about random things. This game's over. Lovely. Loud House sucks. Yeah, it is a Nick show, but it sucks. And I'm a little bit too old for that to be my childhood either. What are your expectations for this weekend's game? I have none. Like, Toronto played well against Columbus. They played well against Atlanta, but let's put it like this. With TFC, I have good hopes for this game. That they've played okay. They've played well to what they've been the past 2 years. Overall, those past 2 games. I would hope they do the same here against Miami. They're at home. There have been positives over the past 2 performances, and hopefully they keep that going. But I definitely know they could have a bad night too. So I'm hoping they keep the positives going. I'm not going to completely expect it. Have you ever tried Omegle? No. I've heard of it, never tried it. Too bad Disney sucked when it came to making any animated shows. Yeah, I would agree with that. Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon carried. I agree. Speaking of Cartoon Network, you had Total Drama, Gym Partner's a Monkey, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. You had Billy and Mandy. You had Teen Titans Original. You had Regular Show, Adventure Time, Steven Universe. Were you ever into anime? Yeah, I still am. Toonami is amazing. Toonami is the best. Love Toonami. But anime, yes. Regular shows the best of the Cartoon Network 2.0 shows. You know what? I'll agree with that. Camp Lazlo. I actually liked Destroy, Build, Destroy. And Dude, What Would Happen? I actually liked those shows. And Brain Rush, the CN Real Block. I actually liked those. Dude, What Would Happen was awesome. Destroy, Build, Destroy with Andrew WK was awesome. And I liked Brain Rush. The one where they're doing the quiz show on the roller coasters. That was pretty cool. I don't know why people hated on it. Now, other Saturns, I don't know, man. I mean, shit, I could just watch paranormal whatever if I wanted to watch somebody chase ghosts. I don't need to see 16, 18-year-olds do it. Ghost Hunters. There we go. Ghost Hunters. There we go. Incredible Crew was on Cartoon Network. You kind of missed that show. I didn't like it. Told me there's animes on Netflix, so perhaps have to get Netflix. Plus, it's got a lot of shows, period. If you get Netflix, you should watch Wentworth. That's an amazing show. Australian woman's prison drama. It's got like 8 seasons. It's awesome. I still need to finish like 5 of the seasons. I probably should just start it over anyway. Wentworth is an amazing show. Yeah, YTV had Goosebumps and Afraid of the Dark. Are You Afraid of the Dark? But that was Nick in the USA. YTV was sort of the Nickelodeon analog in Canada until they had their own channel. And then Teletoon was sort of the analog of Cartoon Network. That was always kind of the thing, the way I saw it. Narcos? I tried. And I didn't stop watching Wentworth because I just haven't watched like the last 5 seasons. I really need to I should just start it over and watch it from front to back, all 8 seasons. Instead of just watching the last 5. Maybe watch the season before. If not, watch it from front to back. Damn good show, though. Sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes I just don't like streaming stuff off Netflix. But now I'm just streaming a lot in general of watching shows. 90s Disney or 90s Nick? 90s Nick. What did 90s Disney even have? Like 2000s Disney, I could say, yeah, you had High School Musical. You had Sweet Life. You had Hannah Montana. Phil from the Future, I think. You had that. You know, I can understand somebody saying the 2000s Disney may just be better. I don't think it is, but I'll give you your opinion. Not going to lie, I did like Hannah Montana. I thought Phil from the Future was a pretty good show. Sweet Life. Yeah. 3-0, 47th minute. If only I cared about that pissant company AEW. Well, no, they have New Japan there. That does sound pretty cool. AEW's still a pissant company, though. But New Japan, though. But they still would have Okada. Well, no, not Jay White. It seems like he's going to WWE. But Okada. Naito. Bullet Club. – 48th minute. I mean, I think it's getting better with Triple H in power, but Vince definitely put it in a hole before he got ousted. I would agree. I still think Sami Zayn should win the Universal Championship at WrestleMania, not the tag titles, but all right. By the time Sami Zayn wins a world title, nobody's going to give a shit. All because Cody Rhodes, really? We got to give Cody both belts? Don't you want to split the belts? Hasn't that been a thing for the past 8 months on the dirt sheets? They want to split the belts. Why aren't they not splitting them here? You have the perfect story to do it. Cody wins one night, Sami wins the other, Bloodline falls apart. Perfect. Exactly. Same here, pretty much. That's all this game is. I said it was boring. I don't like him. I don't like his channel. Nico Avocado, I don't like his channel. I don't like him. I think he's basically ruining his life just to get clout. I don't want to see that, frankly. I think it's sad. And I don't hate him. I hate that he's doing what he's doing to himself. I think it's absolutely bad to just do that to yourself. To ruin your life and ruin your health just to get clout. I think it's wrong. And I think even he's starting to realize it, that he screwed up. But sometimes that bill comes due. It is what it is. Sometimes that bill comes due. I still don't feel an attachment to any wrestler. I don't know if it was the COVID era, but it isn't the same as Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era. For me, personally, it's mostly the indie wrestlers. But yeah, the COVID era sucked. I could say that when I stopped really watching wrestling, it was a kind of a multitude of few things, like a lot of games, like the fixture congestion in 2020 and then into 21 and 22. COVID era, like the PC version, like in the PC Performance Center, that sucked. The Thunderdome. It was just weird. Like wrestling to me should have fans. You should actually hear them cheering instead of hair dryer level fake chants. It just sort of. And then Vince was screwing with a company, getting rid of all the indie wrestlers and getting his freaking Green Giants. It just wasn't what I wanted to watch. Like they released everybody, and that pissed me off straight on. And I was like, okay. Then kept doing it. And now those wrestlers are coming back thanks to Triple H. But like, yeah, I think it is what it is. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm not sub to iShow speed. I respect the hustle. I will say he definitely doesn't learn from controversy, I would say. I don't understand how he's so Teflon, though. I do respect. I respect the fact that he's honestly just so Teflon. It's crazy. It's like he's pushing the boundaries just to test how Teflon he is. And that's another goal for Léon. That's 3-0. I don't know if he keeps putting himself in controversy just to see how Teflon he is or if he's just stupid. I don't know which, but I don't know. That's offside, actually. But no, I'm not. I see more TikToks of him and drama videos and tea videos instead of his own. Yeah, I agree with that. Offside. Yeah, he did. Crypto scam. Yep. Crypto scam. Casually racist. And other things. But yeah, crypto scam. Yep. I mean, Logan Paul did too. Logan Paul did a crypto scam. Show Speed did. Aiden, I think he did a crypto scam. I mean, shit. I bet everybody. Yeah, I've seen Davey's channel. I'm subscribed to his. Yeah, so many people did crypto rug pulls. Exactly. It's 2-0 substitutions for Léon. And yep. It's like, I wouldn't do it. I don't care if it means I'm out $50K. I mean, crypto, like, I'm not against crypto. Like, I'm in. I got Bitcoin, I got Solana, I got Tezos, so on and so forth. I still wouldn't do a crypto rug pull. I don't find that right. If that means I'm out $50K, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. So I was going over the new 2024 Champions League format. If all 3 MLS teams place top 3, then they get 1 place for Canada Cup and 2 places for Canadian Premier League. That's crazy. Canada gets 6 spots and the whole Caribbean gets 6 spots. Not that Canada will get all 6 spots, or if 2 win Leagues Cup and if 1 wins US Open Cup. Like, yeah, Toronto, basically the point is Toronto has 3 bites at the apple through Leagues Cup. They have possibly 4 bites from the apple through MLS, or technically 3, but they do have 4. Then you have, of course, the Canadian Championship. So that's like 7 bites. Yeah, like 7 bites at the apple. Like, if they miss Champions League, they really suck. What the hell? Like, if Toronto's not in Champions League every year, I'm going to be pissed. Like, they legitimately have no argument or have no excuse not to be in Champions League. From 2024 on, they have no excuse. None. They're not in Champions League. And I'm already pissed that they lost Canadian Championship. But, you know, at least sometimes you screw it up. Sometimes you do. If it's your one chance, if you screw it up, sometimes them's the breaks. But if you have 8 bites at the apple and you're a big club or you want to be a big club and you don't get in to your white whale of a tournament, you suck. I don't want to hear no excuses. None. I don't want to hear none. You're a joke. So if Toronto misses the 2024 Champions League, I'll be pissed. I don't want to hear no bullshit from Bill Manning. I don't want to hear no bullshit from Bacala, nothing. Don't tell me you're a big club if you don't make Champions League. No, we suck. You can pull the wool over people's eyes when you say, sometimes football doesn't go your way. We only got one chance to get into that white whale of a tournament. Let me see. Oh, there we go. There we go. That was an easy call. Who's top 2 in Canada? Toronto and Whitecaps? Pretty much. I have to read the comments over here, but it's fine for now. Only the cool kids had a Ben 10 watch in first grade. I have like one of those Ben 10 watches with the figurines on it. It's not actually a watch, but respect. Thank you, Ozan. When influencers say I shouldn't have to raise your kids, they're wrong because they have all eyes on them. At the same time, they're right because parents should have better relationships with their kids. I would agree with that. I think it's a dichotomy, personally. Parents shouldn't just let their kids sit in front of a TV or their phone for absolutely to just basically parent not helicopter, but autopilot parent them. That's wrong. But influencers definitely should be more cognizant of what they're promoting, of what they're... Because there's always going to be parasocial relationships. I would agree, but parents shouldn't just freaking autopilot parent either. Let's see. Toronto should be in there. Yeah, I agree. Do better raising them and not expect the video games. Exactly. There we go. Glad FIFA decided to go with 4 teams in a group instead of 3. Agree with that. Rogue One was good. Not going to lie. Only good Star Wars Disney movie. I thought it sucked. For our 2026 World Cup, I agree with that. Rogue One is your top 3 Star Wars movies. KP, oh boy. That's a take. The Mandalorian is all right, but it's more like a show, so fair. Yeah, you called it cellar door. You were right. Toronto and Whitecaps top 2 in Canada. We know. So happy we have Gio as our coach and continue to be our coach. I agree with that. Disney has Good Luck Charlie and Shake It Up. I mean, Shake It Up was a pretty good show. 61st minute, still 2-0. Best Vader scene ever in Rogue One. Are you blind? Fair enough. I'll give you that. 104 games instead of the proposed 80 for the 2026 World Cup. More games, the better, is all I'm going to say. 104 games in 32 days. It's going to be a mad, crazy World Cup schedule. At least it's on our time frame. Oh, boy. Can't wait for 2030 where it's somewhere else and the time schedule is going to be nuts. My best sleep probably during the World Cup in a 2022 was probably like 6 hours a night. Like some nights, shot past the post. I'm not going to lie. Gio's not a social media guy. He loves his garden and he writes notes, watches games, learn how to get better. That's the way you should do it if you're a coach. 62nd minute. I just wonder why the freaking comments stopped. Not worth a shot to reload it. I'm not doing it. It's over here. 2 substitutions for Léon. Doesn't really matter. This game's over. Léon. 2 substitutions. I'm sure. I don't think that second notebook might as well. Should load back. Yeah, it should because it's a different stream. So we'll be fine there. But it's fine. Probably rather read the comments over here than watch this game. Fidel and Breeze is on for Romero. Worst time zones for the 2023 World Cup should be similar to Europe, not too far to England, not too far away. Fair, you're right. Russia wasn't too bad, I have to say. 2018 wasn't too bad, but Qatar was a little bit harsh. And Gio Savarese and the Cosmos is pretty good. Yeah, I agree. Russia wasn't half bad. Like, the way I saw it when it came to, like, Russia, you're like, wake up, make breakfast, watch football. Well, when I just watched it, pretty much. But, like, you had enough time to make breakfast, get ready to watch the match, so on and so forth. That was pretty cool. World Cup, on the other hand, Qatar, I mean, but I did like the way things ran in Russia, so maybe it'll be more similar to that in 2030. Or if they go to South America like they should, it may still be pretty similar as well to R. Maybe 2034 is going to be the problem. But I don't think Spain would be too bad either. Qatar felt like the middle of the night. I agree with that. What a career Messi's had. It's like a fairy tale, winning everything plus the Holy Grail World Cup. I agree with that. 64th minute. Oh, Morocco would do better than Qatar. Like, Morocco just made the damn semifinals. I mean, 2030 is a long way away, but you would think Morocco would at least, I don't say semifinals, but they would at least look respectable. Like, how do you go from semifinals to being knocked out in the group stage? I don't think that happens in 2 cycles. I don't think so. Especially with what Morocco has. They have a lot of talent. They should be fine. I'm not saying this may have been their best chance, but I think they should be just fine. '65th minute. That's just my guess. For Tauro, still 2-0. 2-0 esta noche. 3-0 global. 3-0 on aggregate, and that's pretty much where we're standing. Yeah, I think people realize this game's pretty much over anyway. 8:30. They showed it in the Euros too. They just overachieved. You mean AFCON? Morocco doing great in 2022, but what would happen in 2026? Oh, Belgium. Yeah, I've never tried Moroccan food either. I'd love to go to Morocco, though. I'd love to at least just go to Morocco. Yeah, you did make some safe bets. Egypt, Greece, and Saudi Arabia hosting will be way too far spread out. Spain, Portugal, Morocco are close and have a connection, but also depending on the bid. Uruguay, Argentina, Paraguay, and Chile would be nice to South America. I mean, Club Léon should easily win their quarterfinal. Your Moroccan friends show you Moroccan food in Morocco, and it looks amazing. Sounds good to me. I'm assuming the Moroccan food is some similarities to Turkish food, but I don't know for sure. Well, that I can't tell you. That I can't explain to you because I'm not Turkish. I've never been to Turkey. There you go. Still 2-0, 68th minute. I'm just waiting this one out. Jeez. Joe description on Boli was perfect. I would agree with that. I wonder if they eat turkey in Turkey. I mean, it would be cool if they did. I never even tried Jamaican food first time. I'd love to eat Jamaican food or go to Jamaica as well. BKL, there's a Jamaican restaurant near me and they have really good jerk chicken. But do they have that? Do they have that or not? We not have that. Is it they do have that or we not have that? Jamaican food good. Harsh words considering Montreal and their MLS match results against Toronto, and they prove they can definitely eliminate Toronto. Vancouver showed they can definitely keep eliminating Toronto because of the final. I don't give a damn if Vancouver needed penalties to eliminate Toronto or they didn't need penalties in the final. Here's the thing about Toronto. They say they're a big club. Act like it. You don't make the Champions League, you ain't no big club. Act like you're a damn big club. Yeah, should be harsh. You want to be called a big club, act like it. Run with a yard man accent, you know. I can if I want to. I'm pretty good at it. Pretty good. I'm pretty good. Caribbean food is something else, man. Agree with that. 70th minute. 2 substitutions. Or another substitution for Tauro. Vancouver acts more like a big club than TFC. For now, honestly, I mean, I'll say they do. Yeah, I'll agree. They try. Axel Schuster is a good sporting director. I've done a good bit of content with Ryan LFC, yes. Great channel. Good dude. He's my boy. He's my boy. If they spend the most in MLS, the results should follow. Unfortunately for TFC, they aren't. We really either have some bad luck or we just suck. I don't know which. I say both. I'll say both. I was on TikTok and apparently boyfriends Whoa, you know what that is. They're GFs in the back row of the theater. Yeah, that don't surprise me. March 18th has Toronto against Miami on the same day. We'll see Galaxy at home against a Champions League club that's called Vancouver. To be honest, I care more about what Galaxy and Greg plan to do against Vancouver than the Toronto MLS match. Fair. 72nd minute. Montreal does some good food. Isaiah says, Vamos Miami. There we go. There it is. Taller or shorter. I don't care how tall. Doesn't matter about the height. Height doesn't measure heart. That's the answer. '73rd minute. Tauro will still have 18 minutes in order to make me look like a damn fool. They won't. They don't. They won't. What's Canadian food? Poutine, P-meal banking, Montreal-style bagels, 9 emo bars, butter tart, tortilla. I mean, let's be honest. Canadian food is pretty much an amalgamation of all the frickin' diasporas in Canada. You have the French food in Montreal, poutine. You have Italian food in Ontario, mostly Vaughan. And all around, but mostly Vaughan. You got frickin' Jamaican food, Caribbean food. That's pretty much Canadian food. It's just hawking other cultures and putting them all together, yeah? And then poutine. And maple syrup. That's about it. And no. Like in NHL, they always talk size. It doesn't matter exactly. As in height doesn't measure heart. Exactly. Canada, USA, calling other countries' food their own food. But at least Canada, their most famous Italian restaurant probably isn't Olive Garden. Because you know what Olive Garden is? And I said this earlier. In the day when Italy was playing Japan, Olive Garden is a munch of cakes belief of what Italian food really is. That's what Olive Garden is. That's what it is. Told you about my bet that Motagua won't get 2023 Champions League. Motagua still have 90 minutes in order to make me look like a damn fool. Again, it probably won't happen, but at least they're in a better position than Tauro was. Honestly, I always want to try poutine. Me too. Me too. I like cheese, I like fries, and I like gravy. It sounds pretty damn good to me. If I don't like it, it's weird. I mean, have you ever been to a European game before? Sadly, no. I haven't even been to one of those. I haven't even been to one of those bullshit preseason games in the USA between European teams, one of those International Champions Cup games. I haven't even been to those. And they've played a couple at Busch Stadium. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Not existent in Canada anymore because Canadians know that it isn't proper Italian. We have Eastside Mario's. Uses cream for Alfredo, but Italy doesn't use any other dairy except Parmesan for it. Exactly. I mean, yeah, Olive Garden has decent breadsticks, but, like, why would I just go for the breadsticks? Like, if I wanted breadsticks, you could do that at a real Italian restaurant with actual good Italian food. Like, seriously. Like, just like Outback. I think Outback overseasoned their steaks, and I think Outback's complete shit besides the frickin' bloomin' onion. So why would I go to Outback for anything more than bloomin' onion? Besides, I go to another restaurant that doesn't overseason their steaks, and they make a good bloomin' onion too. I think that's Texas Road. I think it's Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, Texas Roadhouse. They make good bloomin' onions, and they don't overseason their steaks. They make good steaks. So to me, personally, I could just do that. And it's probably cheaper. So there you go. That's my point. Parmesan, water, salt, pepper. That's it for authentic Alfredo. Carrabba's is decent for chain Italian. I agree, but you ever heard of Romano's Macaroni Grill? That's a good place too. And they have an amazing chicken marsala. Amazing. That I had in Nashville. They used to have a Romano's in St. Louis. I love their chicken marsala. I saw one in that mall in Nashville back in 2021, and I was like, we're eating there. That's the best chicken marsala I've ever had. So there you go. There you go. Are you going to make a live stream Motagua against Pachuca? We will be live for that. Don't worry. We will be live for that. Thoughts on what Pulisic said about the Berhalter-Claudio Reyna controversy? You could tell that Pulisic was trying to speak at PR, but he was angry deep down. The way he was talking, you could tell he was angry, but he tried to PR it. You could tell he's pissed. No matter what he says. Love this food rant from Ryan. I just got to make a point. Olive Garden is for Munja cakes. That's the only point I'm trying to make. That's it. That's it. That's the point. Very passionate. I wonder if Cinzetti's Italian buffet is real Italian. Is it a small chain in your area? It's probably real Italian. I would have to see. Very passionate. Have you ever farted in public? Probably. Vesuvio's was the best Italian restaurant in Toronto. They closed 3 years ago when the pandemic started. Damn, I feel for Artie Bucco. Damn, Artie Bucco got shafted by Justin Trudeau. Sopranos joke. Vesuvio. They had a Vesuvio in the Sopranos. That was the joke. The owner of Vesuvios has been a TFC season ticket holder since the beginning. Nice. Nice. They were being serious. But that's nice. I love it. Where does Joel Campbell play? You don't play at Léon no more, as far as I could tell. I didn't see him on the list in the lineup or the substitutions. Do you ever go to Chinese buffet restaurants? I have before. 9-5 game over in Sunrise, Florida. I've gone to Chinese buffet restaurants before. But let's talk about Chinese buffet restaurants. You want to go there? 1957. Damn. It sucks. That sucks that it closed. Damn, a 1957 restaurant, been around for probably 3 generations, and it closes because Trudeau's a freaking power tripping, whatever. Keylor Navas is the only Costa Rican in Europe? I would think so. No, wait, no. Bennett, the one who played for Herediano, just moved to Sunderland. So no, 2 at the very least. Just a crazy game. Frankie Tomatoes just north of Toronto. But back to the point. Let's go back to the Chinese buffet restaurants. Chinese buffet restaurants are not Chinese restaurants because then you have pizza on the buffet. You have salad. You have multiple things that are not Chinese on that buffet. Like, it's mostly Chinese, and you got, like, the pizza, the pasta. You got some freaking roast beef or something. You got cookies. You got freaking salad. Like, it's not really Chinese. Good evening. How we doing, Hans? Iliassi play on Léon. He still does play on Léon. My bad. I guess he's hurt then. 10 minutes. Club Léon will probably be in the semifinals of 2023 Champions League. Hold your horses. Violette already eliminated Devil Precord and Austin. If Austin FC has a club that uses a lot of green and Club Léon uses a lot of green. Fair enough. Anyone tried soul food, collard greens, cornbread, hush puppies, grilled catfish, and stuffing? I've tried soul food before. I was born in Greenville, Mississippi. Of course I've tried soul food before. Hell, I live just outside of St. Louis. Of course. I love soul food. Southern hospitality, baby. Cornbread, love cornbread. Hush puppies, awesome. Catfish is amazing. Stuffing, it's dressing, but okay, stuffing. It's dressing. Yeah, it's most likely authentic if there's only one in Colorado and Kansas. That's pretty small. Free kick here. Oh, Omar Brownie is on for Tauro. Honestly, you do have a point. If it's a Chinese version, they should actually serve Chinese food. Exactly. Vesuvio's had over 50 employees and won Best Pizza in Toronto every year by a landslide. Real cheese and real pepperoni from a real farmer. Unbelievably great. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Shot blocked away off the wall. How's the barbecue scene in St. Louis? I don't like barbecue, but it's supposed to be famous, but I'm not a barbecue guy, so yeah, I can't really tell you. It's supposed to be famous. I'm not a barbecue guy. You have to ask somebody who actually likes barbecue. Like, I like meat. I like pulled pork, but the sauce is just, I'm not really a fan of barbecue sauce, but if you had like non-sauce pulled pork, I'll eat smoked pulled pork. I'll eat smoked ribs. It's just the sauce. But technically sauce makes barbecue. But if it's just smoked and not sauced, I'm fine with it. But technically, depending on the way you consider it, I think the smoke, like the meat being smoked, is what makes it barbecue, not the sauce. But I don't know who agrees, personally. What happened to Byron Castillo? Haven't seen him since he got out of Ecuador. Team done play for Léon. I have no idea what happened to him. Buffet plays $12.50. Yeah, those freaking buffets are freaking just. I haven't wanted to make it. I've watched enough tipsy bartender videos to know how to make a jungle juice. I've never wanted to make it. But if TFC is in the freaking wooden spoon race this year, yeah, I probably will. But personally, to me, if barbecue is real barbecue, if it's on the grill, not by the sauce, otherwise the McRib would count as real barbecue. Okay, so we agree. Because for me, I like smoked meat. I do. I like smoked pulled pork. I like smoked ribs. I like smoked turkey, smoked, really anything. Smoked pork, I do. But if it's the sauce that makes it barbecue, I guess I don't like barbecue. I think it's the smoke, but that's just me. AC Milan or Real Madrid? Real Madrid. Tipsy bartender's insane with his ideas. I know. When Vesuvio's announced they were closing that floor block lineup for a month for their pizza, they kept showing the images on the news. They were in the Junction, Dundas, and Hyde Park. Strawberry lemonade jungle juice. That sounds pretty good. 84th minute. There's a handshake. Wait, was that? '85th minute. That was Joel Campbell. He was on the pitch until he got just subbed off. What was I doing? What was I doing? Dunce. Where's the dunce cap? Somebody go get me a dunce cap. Where's the dunce cap? Jesus, where's That was a Carlos Mencia reference, by the way. I hope y'all remember, hopefully. Mr. Steele's jokes. Today I bought a 2-kilo hunk of smoked cured bacon from Croatian Meats. I was eating slices while adding it to the cabbage rolls I was cooking. Damn, 2-kilo hunk of smoked bacon. Damn, that sounds good. If TFC makes MLS Cup, will you make red jungle juice for the stream? You know, maybe that's a drink on stream for MLS Cup. Oh, that may just be a disaster waiting to happen. It may just be a disaster waiting to happen. Maybe for the after party, maybe, but I don't know for the match. Maybe for the after party. If I'm drinking during stream, jeez. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Mind Mencia, there we go, yeah. The guy who steals jokes. There we go. '87th minute. Playing forward here. Léon. That's over the bar. Let's finish this one out. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. 88, 89, 90. Do I have time to put the things together? The round of 16 in 2023 Champions League sort of proved that one group of USA clubs is much more powerful than the other. Yeah, I would agree with that. Austin should have done better than they did. That was an absolute embarrassment. Orlando City. I don't think they were a disaster. Like, how big of a container? Probably one of those similar containers frickin' Tipsy bartender used for the hunch punch or whatever, however big that is. Like what? I'll super chat you $10 if you drink a tequila shot on stream. There's no tequila in this house, so not right now. 88th minute. That is a horrible dive. That should be a yellow card. Hope the next World Cup Mbappe never runs his mouth again about South America, since he just got owned by a South American team, which he probably won't learn his lesson. I mean, Argentina did get him back with a baby doll, didn't they? Oh, and winning the World Cup. 89th minute. Was that, what, 5 gallons? The secret to Croatian cabbage rolls is you use sour cabbage in the pot. You add smoke-cured bacon and kranska kobasic to add extra flavor because the different meats give off flavors. That sounds pretty good. May have to try that. Messi in 2026 would be amazing. Yeah, I think he'll play. 89th minute. I think he'll play. 89th minute. Just finish this. I hope they blow the whistle as soon as 90 hits. There's no reason to have this go any longer. There is absolutely no reason for this to go any longer than it has to. I figured that was the case. I'm glad he's not retiring from Argentina. He shouldn't. I think he should defend the World Cup personally. I think he can too, but that's his decision. Free kick here for Tauro. Not that it matters. They're not scoring 3 goals in 5 minutes at the very best. This game's over. Why are we even doing this? Like, this makes no sense. Zlatan's still playing for Sweden. Yep, he got called up. You love to see it. You love to see it. Tauro free kick. Maybe they could get a consolation here. That would be great for them. Imagine if World Cup was still 16 teams. That would suck. It's never been 16 teams in my life. Which juices would you pick? 3 minutes of stoppage time. Personally, for me, juices-wise, I would pick Hawaiian Punch. Red, of course. I would probably throw some orange juice in there. Some lime juice. Because they're both citrus. Or lemon juice. Orange juice. You throw that Hawaiian punch in there. I don't think I'd go way off the rails like Tipsy Bartender. I ain't putting no Everclear in there. Probably the 70s. But juices-wise, probably Hawaiian punch, lemon juice, probably some orange juice. Yeah, put some oranges, lemons, and all that in there. Messi will be 39 in 2026. Zlatan's still going strong in his 40s. I expect CR7 to suit up for Portugal in 2026 as well. He's not going to do it if he's on the bench, and he knows he's on the bench. Maybe Roberto Martinez is going to be an idiot and let him play anyway. Start anyway. Zlatan almost played for Croatia but didn't like the coach back then. Well, that sucks. He could have been a World Cup bronze medalist and a silver medalist. Damn. 1 minute to go with this game. CR7 said it was his last World Cup. I mean, I would think so, but I mean, he's finished. Did you not see him score a freaking 4-goal game in Saudi Arabia? I know that don't matter. I think he'll change his mind later, though. I think he'll start believing in himself again when he starts scoring more goals. Like he's just scoring hat trick after hat trick down in Saudi. He'll start believing in himself again. I don't think he's done yet. I think he was at his worst moment ever, and that's why he said it. Played forward. That's going to be full time. No, not yet, actually. Zlatan, mother's Croatian, his father is Bosnian Muslim Croat. He was so I guess it was because he was born in Sweden. That's full time. 2-0, 2-0 esta noche para Léon. 3-0 global. Léon avanza a cuartos de final to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Léon will play Violet and probably whip their ass. Oh, Ronaldo said it 2 to 3 years ago. Okay, that's fair. Well, that being said, that's that for this one. A boring, plotting match. Well, we got 15 minutes till Pachuca and Motagua starts. Hopefully, that's a better main event. With that being said, if you like the stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is today, friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. See ya within the next couple of minutes for Motagua Pachuca. See you then. I'm running. I'm out. Peace. Sit tight. Very, very soon.